Grand Rising, Rich Rising, salutations, greetings, peace, all those good things, all those good things. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Happy, what day we on? Happy Wednesday. Wellness Wednesday. Wellness Wednesday. Peace, peace, peace. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Share this with your friends, your family, your loved ones, the people that you think would benefit from a message. Hey, boo. This a teachable day. So my old tribe that know me. Like my old tribe that know me. Get your notebooks. I'm gonna give you time to get your notebooks. I'm gonna give you time to get you something to write with. We are gonna do a teachable moment. I think I want to move chairs. I'm gonna see how this lighting is over here, or can I just put it right here? I'm gonna see how this lighting is, because I think I want to move so I can get comfortable and I can lean in. Y'all know I like to lean in, so I want to make sure that I'm comfortable while we doing this teachable moment day. Teachable moment. Get your notebooks. Creating your COI. Get your notebooks. Ooh, y'all about to have me put my do-rag on, because my hair ain't all the way dry. Creating your COI. So what is a COI? It's your circle of influence. So if you've been following me and you've been tracking all week, we've been talking about a lot of things, but more importantly, we've been talking about how to create the experience that you want to experience in your life. My name is Tamara Chanel. I'm a founder of the Healing Chamber, one of my babies that I've birthed into existence, and my yacht Healing House. My yacht Healing House is a nonprofit organization that help women who are in transition, that are striving to recovery from substance abuse, that might be pregnant, they might have small children that are under 5. We help them with resources, whether that's life skills training, housing, getting back on their feet, whatever the case may be, supplies, yada, 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 right? In saying that, there's a link in the bio that if you go to that link in the bio, it's not my organization, it's another sister that has some similar missions in mind, called Black Fairy Godmother. She is doing a Mother's Day donation. So if you go to the link in the bio, it should be right at the top. There's a donation link for different mothers who are in need, and that we want to, make their journey in this process, in this navigation of the earthly experience better. So do that for me, first and foremost. Second thing, Healing Chamber is a holistic wellness center. We focus on mental health. That is really important to me. It's been an important project over the last 2 years in particular. So we specifically help with mental health therapy through biohacking, through holistic wellness, through traditional therapy, and a whole lot of other things, a lot of little neat things. That link is in the bio as well, so you can go on the website and look at our services and see what we offer. We're located currently in Arizona, Tempe, Arizona. We're also located in Houston, Texas, which that facility, is opening this month, y'all. Like, this is really crazy for me. So let's get into it. Creating the experience that you want to experience. Like, we all have an opportunity to co-create with spirit, to co-create with the universe, whatever it is you believe in. We have an opportunity to go into this life and say, when we wake up, when we hit the ground running, right, that we have, we can create what we want. We can live in joy. We can live in peace. We can live in freedom. It's up to you. If the choice is yours, okay? All you have to do is have the tools, though. What I do understand about this lifetime that I'm in at this moment is that a lot of time, the reason that we are not experiencing joy, happiness, peace, love, abundance, whatever the case may be, is we don't have the information. We don't have the tools. So this is your opportunity to actually say, okay, let me sit down. identify, be clear. This is what we talked about yesterday. Be clear. What is it that you want to experience? So if you want to experience more joy, what does that look like for you? Have you ever experienced joy? The last time you experienced joy, what was going on? What was happening? Be clear about what you want to experience, how you want to live this particular earthly, dynamic. The other thing is like, if I want to experience freedom, what does that look like? Because that normally is the answer. When I ask people, what do you want to experience? If you could live the life that you wanted to live today, if I could come in and be a blessing to you, take all your bills away, right? Pay all your bills off, whatever the case may be, and put you in a position like now, go live the life you want to live. Would you put yourself back in debt? Would you create more hardship and strife? Or would you be able to operate from a space of joy, freedom, abundance, happiness, whatever the case may be? What would that look like for you? How do you create that? You have to be clear. If I want to live in freedom, if I say that I want freedom, what does that experience look like for me? Does freedom look like me traveling? Does freedom look like that I don't have to get up at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning? Does freedom look like that I get to spend money whenever I want to spend money? Does freedom look like I get to go be of service to people? Does freedom look like I'm volunteering for charities? Right? Great rising, Carlos. Welcome, baby. Right? What does it look like for you? And when you're clear about what this experience in life looks like, now we get to do the things that I like to call the fairy dust. Now we get to do the things where the magic happens. And the magic happens in, number one, what am I creating in my circle of influence? So COI is our circle of influence. Our circle of influence are going to be the main people that we are dealing with on a regular basis. Who am I surrounding myself with? Whether it's digital or physical. And I kind of touched on this, I think yesterday, day before yesterday, right? Big Jeff, what's going on? Right? So our circle of influence is going to be the core dynamics. So if you are the old head with me, this is your 9 environments. These are going to be people who are the spearheads of my 9 environments. So if my 9 environments are, X, Y, and Z. So if y'all don't know what 9 environments are, go look it up for me. Or I think you can still go to the website and download my ebook called My Yacht. My Yacht actually talks about the 9 environments and what is in the 9 environments and how we cultivate the 9 environments, okay? So those 9 environments are dealing with like financial, it's dealing with network, it's dealing with our physical health, it's dealing with our physical housing. It deals with all of these dynamics. And so when we get into these 9 environments, now we have to identify what is going on in those 9 environments that is helping our circle of influence. Who is it that helps us with networking? Who's the plug in your life? Who's somebody that you can pick up the phone right now, and no matter what it is that you need, no matter what it is that you're looking for, no matter what it is that you're trying to tap into, you can call them. Because they're going to have the key. They're going to have the answer. They the plug. Okay? Who is it that that if you are lacking, if you are weak, or if you don't have the information when it comes to physical health, who's your plug? Who's the person that comes to your mind? Who's the person that like they are the picture of health? That's the person that you need to whether it's like somebody that's in your physical life or if it's somebody that is in this virtual world. You got to have somebody that you are chiming in with on a regular basis to fulfill that. Okay? Who's the person that's the financial guru in your life? So your circle of influence can't be, and I know this is going to be hard and some of y'all ain't going to like it. It sometimes ain't your mama. If your mama wasn't, financial literate, if your mama wasn't the person that, fulfilled the other 9 environments, she was mama. She did what her job was. Well, that was to bring you into the world. But she might not have had the other tools and the other things and expertise that was necessary to curate or cultivate the gift that you about to bring and put in the world. So you got to make sure that you're putting someone in position. If mama can do it, that's amazing. But if she is not the one, you got to be willing to say, I can't keep going to my mama for relationship advice and she ain't had a healthy relationship. I can't keep going to daddy for financial advice and daddy is in the poorhouse. I can't keep going to my friends and family members thinking that they are filling the role of being an expert in these 9 environments and expecting a different outcome. We cannot do that, baby. That's not going to work. So when we're creating this circle of influence, the circle of influence got to be people that you are surrounding yourself with, environments that you are surrounding yourself with, dynamics that you are surrounding yourself with that help you elevate, that help you grow, that help you expand. And the only way that happens, the only way that you can cultivate that, you got to have the right things in place. And you have to be able to identify the people that are in your circle of influence by birth, right? By second nature, by environment, whatever the case may be, right? You got to be able to identify like, they're like, I got to stop calling you with my problems. Because you're not showing up in a manner that actually is helping me. You letting me talk it through. And for some of us who might be projectors or mental projectors, or we operate with that dynamic that we have to talk ourselves through it because we already have the answer in us. We just got to talk through it. That's cool. But if it's like you still getting to the same results, you still, being in the same position, the same boat over and over and over again, repeating the same thing, thinking you're about to get a different outcome. You know what they say, that is right. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there in case you didn't know. I need for you to sit down, get clear. And I'm going to say this every day until y'all get clear. I'm going to say this every day until you actually get a notebook and write it out. Until you actually get your iPad and type it out. Until you actually make the commitment. The commitment, right? The commitment to say, hey, I am actually going to do the work. I'm going to sit down and say, I am clear about the experience I want to have. And if I'm clear about the experience that I want to have, then now I can say yes to the people, the places, and the things that create my circle of influence. And then it's only the aligned things. It's not the things that I think is cute. It's not the things that's trending. It's not the things, okay, that's just out here being a distraction. It is intentionally the things that's in your life that is going to create growth, that's going to help you excel, and it's going to help you evolve. If it's not doing that, I forgot the little meme. It's like, if it's not helping me grow mentally, spiritually, or financially, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. There is a thing when you are clear and you got to be crystal clear. You might not know all the nuances and the details because that ain't your business. You only trying to figure out how am I getting to the destination? This is what I want. This is what the outcome is. I don't really know. I'm not clear about the destination. I'm not clear about how I'm going to get the funds, or I'm not clear about how I'm going to, create X, Y, and Z. You might not be clear about that because it ain't really your business. That's, leave that to God, leave that to spirit, leave it to the universe, whatever you believe in. Leave it to the turtle in the corner of the room. I don't know. Whatever you believe in, right? But leave it to the higher power. Your goal and your dynamic should be, am I understanding? And I just jumped out of class. Am I understanding the assignment? And if I understand the assignment, then it's easy for me to create my circle of influence because now I know what is needed. So think about it from this perspective. Let me help you. And I hope y'all tracking. Let me help you. Let's look at it from this space. If I am looking at it from a space of, I want to become a doctor, right? Whole life, that's all I talk about. I want to be a doctor. I want to, help people. I want to, be healing to folks, whatever the case may be, right? I know it's a process in order for me to become a doctor. I know I got to go through a certain level of training in order for me to become this amazing doctor. I know that I have to get certain grades. I know that I have to put myself in the right position in order for this to happen. So if I understand this, and I know this when it comes to things like that, why are we not applying this to our life? That's the one thing that always mystifies me. It mystifies me because I just be sitting there like, I'm just trying to understand why when it comes to education, when it comes to getting a job, we know there's a process. We know. It's like cooking. We know that in order for me to make this cake, I got to have all the right ingredients. We know this. But when it comes to your individual life, your experience here on earth, you ain't following the basic instructions. You ain't sitting there looking at it like from a space of let me structure this out. Let me be intentional with my movement. Let me actually create a syllabus. Let me create a plan or blueprint or something, an outline to keep me on track, to keep me focused, to keep me disciplined. People are always trying to understand why you don't have no discipline. One, you ain't committed. But two, you don't have a blueprint that you're following, a plan that you're following. So when we're creating this circle of influence, right? It has to be the ideal of, okay, what's the plan for my life? What's the plan for my experience? Because I promise you, even if you don't know your purpose, if you understand what you want to experience, what you want to feel, what life you want to live, like if you are truly connected to that, it is very easy to operate from that space and immediately, almost instantaneously fall in alignment with your purpose. Your purpose is going to come. I used to tell my students when I used to teach them certain modalities, I was like, quit worrying about being this particular practitioner for somebody else. Quit worrying about all like hurrying up and rushing through this process so you can get to a space of wanting to be a practitioner or a healer. Be more focused on your own process with yourself. Be more focused on being intentional with your own journey. How am I using this modality like with Reiki? How am I using Reiki on myself first? How have I mastered Reiki within my own self, in my own community, my own family? Have I become a master of self first before I come out here trying to, help somebody master them? I ain't even learn how to, if you ain't learn how to heal yourself, then what you doing trying to lay hands on somebody else? That's a whole nother lie, but I'm just saying. Circle of influence starts with, am I clear about what I want to experience in this particular journey? Am I clear? Are you clear? Do you know what you want to experience? Have you really sat down and said, okay, you know what? If I could live the life that I want to live right now, because you can. It's that simple. That's why I constantly ask it. If you are clear about what you want to experience today. Today is raining. It's been raining since I got in Charlotte, I swear. But if you're clear about, I want to experience joy. And then the next thing you would do is write all the things that give you joy. All the things that give you peace. All the things that make you feel free. It has to be that plain. You know how they say, write the vision and make it plain? That's what you have to do. It's really this simple. I know we be making it more complex than what it is, but you got to think we live in a world of distractions. We live in a world with a lot of white noise. It's a lot of things competing for your attention. And the main thing that you should be giving attention to is yourself. So this is why it's important for you to get in those moments of stillness, those moments of quietness, those moments of reflection. So you can get that notebook out and say, let me write out. Let me be clear. Okay, I want to experience joy. What brings me joy? Hugging on my children, right? Kissing on their face, laughing until my stomach hurts. Like, what are these things? Eating good food. Lord knows, like, I'm a foodie. That's why I got these hips. I love some food, child. I love some food. I love some good food. I love, spending time in nature. I love just listening to good music. I don't know if Carlos is on here still, but, like, people always is like, yo, you be looking like you having a whole goddamn concert, party, whatever in your car. And I do, because when I'm in my car, first of all, both of, like, the cars that I decided to keep, I love my cars. I love them. Like, there's no question. Like, I do a whole happy dance. My soul smiles when I see my vehicle because I picked them from something that I desired, right? So when I'm in my Jeep, top back, it's a concert. It's a party. I got playlists. What do you mean? Y'all don't have no playlist when y'all get in the car? Like, that's my time. I'm getting it in. That's my little, like, in the car workout. Because it lifts my spirit. It's something that brings me joy. You have to identify clearly what are those things that bring you joy? What are those things that's going to bring you peace? What are those things that's going to bring you freedom? What are the things that make you feel alive in this human experience? Because we are not here to suffer. We are not here to just work, pay bills, and die. You are here to live the best experience that you can possibly imagine. And even then, it's still not big enough. Even then, it's not big enough. So be in a space that you are intentional about the life you want to create. Thank you guys, girl. Right? Be intentional about, I want to create an experience that is bar none. And in order, right? In order for me to experience that, in order for me to live that life, in order for me to fulfill this particular destiny, then I gotta be clear. I gotta be clear. So if you wrote it out, and if you didn't catch it, let's recap. Because I ain't getting ready to hold y'all. I'm hungry. I ain't ate no breakfast yet. And that's going to infringe on my joy. So let's be clear. 1, creating the life that we want. We got to be clear about what the experience, what does it feel like? When we wake up, I know you don't want to be depressed. I know you don't want to be anxious. I know you don't want to be stressed out. You don't want to feel overwhelmed. You don't want to feel burned out. You don't want to wake up and say, this is some stupid. Like, you don't want to wake up like that. Welcome, Carolyn. Right? Carol, I'm sorry. Right? Like, you don't want to feel like that. Okay, so we've identified. Everybody is clear about what they don't want to feel, right? Okay? I need you to write it on a piece of paper. This is going to be y'all assignment. I need y'all to listen. I need you to lean in. On our piece of paper, I really do want you to identify what you don't want. What you don't want to feel. What you don't want to experience. What you sick and tired of being sick and tired of. That's going to be our sick and tired list. Okay, we got a piece of paper. This is our sick and tired list. I'm sick and tired of deadbeat ass dudes. I'm sick and tired of, jobs that don't, realize my worth. I'm sick and tired of working for this person that's getting on my nerves. I'm sick and tired of, like, whatever it is. I need you to put it on a piece of paper. This is your sick and tired list. That's what we're going to call it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. List it. And then I want you to put it to the side. Okay? Put it to the side. Now we're going to put it can be the joy list. It could be freedom list. It could be your COI list. I don't care. Whatever you want to name it. Right? Mine is called the freedom list. And on the freedom list, list everything that you want to experience. I need you to get clear about your emotions. I need you to get clear about how it make you feel. I need you to get clear about all the dynamics. List what you want to feel. List how you want to experience this life. COI, circle of influence. Circle of influence. Right? List all the things. I know my freedom list, I got like, I want to feel like extreme amounts of joy. Right? And then when we're listing these things, now you got to identify the things that bring you there. A lot of times the reason that people are living stuck, stagnant, unfulfilled, you haven't identified what you want, like what it looked like for you. You are not taking note as you're in autopilot that freedom looks like this for me. Joy comes to me like this. Happiness feels like this. Bliss is a reflection of this. So whatever that this is, if that's seeing your children be happy, like there is no joy that I can like literally put in a measurable amount when it comes to watching my babies live their best life, watching them like act a fool in the pool, right? Watching them just laugh until they're like Micah, he laughs until he's crying most of the time. Watching true joy in children, like that be to me bar none. Like, yo, it makes me laugh. It makes me feel fulfilled. Right? Helping my mom or showing her that, baby, we made it. Like, I didn't do all of this just for me. Yes, me first. But so everybody else can enjoy. Not just for me to enjoy, but for them to enjoy too. Like there are things that are clear for me. Being able to do art until my mind is like numb. Like being able to operate in creative endeavors until like I love doing like one of my new things. I love decorating. Like I love, pulling colors and patterns and pieces together. Like that's joy to me. I love, looking at new properties. I'm buying properties. Love it. Be in a space that you really understand what brings you that joy, what brings you that peace. I know peace is for me, I'm non-confrontational. Peace is for me, I like going to put my feet in the grass. Peace is for me, hugging on trees. Peace is for me, being able to meditate. Peace is for me, sitting at the feet of elders. Like I'm clear about what brings those experiences to me and those feelings. Be clear about what you want to feel so you can get clear about the things that bring that to you. And then that way you can lean more into those experiences. This helps you start to identify the people you need to be saying no to and the people you need to say yes to. And the first person you should be saying yes to is yourself. But it gets very clear about, oh, you know what? Every time I'm around you, I be feeling drained. I got a headache. There's some stuff that's going on that it ain't, we not, right? Like, you got to get clear about that. You got to, like, have a real understanding of, like, okay, this person is aligned, right, with the experience that I want to have, with my freedom list. Who's going to the freedom list and who going to the sick and tired list? And then you already understand, like, if they on that sick and tired list, what we about to do with that sick and tired list? But if they on the freedom list, then that's your tribe. That's your circle of influence. Just make sure that you ain't trauma bonding to the people that you putting on your freedom list. Okay? Because some of y'all be putting people that should have been on the sick and tired list on your freedom list. And that ain't the truth. You're not being honest with yourself. Now, once we have this list of our COI or our freedom list or our joy list or your bliss list, right? Now you have this, you can clearly outline the people, places, and things that need to be a part of that. If you know that bringing, more peace in your life is imperative, and you see that meditation is beneficial, then why are you not going to meditation retreats? Why are you not going to these circles of meditation? Why are you not jumping online when they having meditation classes and courses and things? Why are you not, like Deepak Chopra, he does like a free meditation. I don't know if he still do this, but he used to do this free meditation like journey for like 14 days or 21 days or whatever for free. And all you had to do, and it's self-guided. So all you had to do is join, register, and then every morning listen to the passage, listen to the meditation, and boom, now you becoming what you say that you desire. Be in a space that's so intentional about creating the life you want to live. I promise you, baby, it's not that hard. And then, I normally have those people that come in, but what about the people that live in, the third world countries? Even if you're in a third world country, even if you are in a state of poverty in the U.S., you can always manifest yourself out of that situation. But you have to be willing to change the mindset that you have. You have to be willing to do what it is required in order for you to shift your circumstances. But that starts with education. And in the day and age that we are in the age of information. There's nothing easier to shift your life than to get on these little gadgets and not be distracted by the white noise, but to tap into your potential. To tap into it. So you got to be in a space like I'm clear. I want to experience freedom. I want to experience joy. I want to run towards it. I want to run towards life. I want to wake up and feel fired up. I don't want to wake up and be like, oh my God, we got a whole nother 24 hours today. Don't nobody want to wake up like that. Like, oh my God, I got to do this shit right here. You need to wake up excited, like, I'm about to I got another 24 hours. I have another day to manifest my desires, my dreams, my wishes. I have another opportunity to run towards life. How do I run towards it? What do I need to do? Put me in the game, coach. That part, Peace 61 says, as a Muslim, I pray 5 times a day, and it's a joyful discipline to submit to God, love the liberation, to walk on faith. That's something that, like, I just talked about this on the Loud the other day. I said one of the core components that I felt like I was missing in this season of my life as I'm building these, businesses, and I'm striving to be in service, and, you're doing all these different things. And I said, what I felt that I lost track of was my relationship with spirit. I'm constantly having such a natural conversation, but there's sometimes that you just got to be intentional. You got to be intentional. There's some times that you got to take time and say, you know what? Bump all this white noise, bump all of these things that's going on. I want to sit down and just have a conversation with God. And this is my intentional communion. This is my time to just sit and talk to grandma. Like, I talk to my ancestors. I don't know about anybody else, but I talk to my ancestors. I have a whole conversation. Because I know it's their prayers. It's my grandma's prayers that got me this far. It's, the loved ones that walked this experience before me. I want them to be smiling wherever they are. I want them to feel joy wherever they are. I want them to be excited about seeing, their dream walk this earthly experience different than anybody has done it before. I would how dare I have the audacity to complain about what they have sacrificed in order for me to do? How dare I? We are some of the most powerful beings in the world. We are. We are. And the sooner that you accept, acknowledge, and understand your ability to magically create, co-create this experience, man, listen, the game changed. The dynamic is different. The experience is different. The experience is different. And yes, you can get distracted. You can get off track. Give yourself grace. Give yourself compassion. Right? Love yourself a little harder. That's all it was. You get off track when things, life be life, and I get it. I done been through it multiple times. Be going through it every month. I feel like there's a moment of life be life. Right? For me, it's called PMS until I go through menopause. But I'm just saying, life be life, and then I just be like, this song. My emotions be all over the place. All over the place. But when you start to acknowledge, like, okay, I was having a moment. I'm back now, right? I'm back. I'm back in the game. Now you can get clear. Now you can be intentional. Now you can be following that voice, your GPS, that is leading you to your greatest version of yourself. I promise it is. You just gotta lean in. That's all. You gotta lean in. So I'm giving you permission, right? I'm inviting you to experience the life that you want to experience. Try living on purpose for a change. Try living on purpose. Not chasing some, I want to be a millionaire. Not chasing, I want to be the best that ever did, da-da-da-da. Just living on purpose. Just living on purpose. It's a different experience. It's a different experience. This life, sometimes it made me so emotional just thinking about it. Because I done been through a lot, y'all. I done been through so much. And I've overcome some amazing dynamics. I've overcome a lot. But I still show up every day, like excited about life, excited about this experience, excited about the possibilities, excited about the possibilities. And you have to be careful because if you have the wrong circle of influence, if you have the wrong environment, if you have the wrong people around you, right? If you're following the wrong things, it's going to make you create doubt. It's going to have you second guessing your steps. It's going to have you operating at a lower vibration or a lower, existence than you're supposed to be at. It's going to have you, and I use this loosely because I always laugh when I say it, but, it's going to have you acting like a peasant and you're supposed to be a queen. It's going to have you acting like a gesture when you're supposed to be the king. I want you to fully realize your possibility, your potential. This life is an amazing life of ours. I sometimes hesitate, like showing people like my life right now. And it's sad, but that I have to hesitate sometimes because people are so miserable that they want other people to be miserable. They don't like to engage or indulge or appreciate or, celebrate other people's wins. But little do you know, when you celebrate my wins, when you celebrate your sister's wins, you celebrate that brother that you see in making strides in their life. When you celebrate them, that is bringing that's attracting that to you. I celebrate. I be excited to see when women are winning. I'm excited to see when my brothers are coming together and making change. Like, I be excited to see it because I know, number one, I'm in miracle territory. Number one, I'm in miracle territory. That means that shit that I put me in the game. I just want fairy dust. Like, y'all thought I was playing. Like, people don't like Beyonce. I like her. I like her. I ain't like, Beehive mentality. But when I bought my ticket, put me in the game. I need to be on the front row right there. In the very front, I need to be able, her energy needs to rub off on me. When you moving and shaking, you are intentional about your actions. She a Virgo. That should say a lot within itself, right? You got to be in a space that you are paying attention to. Like, the people that I'm around are winning. That's miracle territory. It's only, if you ain't winning yet, that means it's your time coming soon. But you got to be committed. You got to be, about that life. You got to be about that work. You got to create the circle of influence. Your COI should be sharp. It ain't no room to allow people in the gate. And sometimes that's going to feel lonely. You're going to feel isolated. You're going to feel like, damn, like, why I don't have, like, at one point I had a circle, I had community. But was in that community where you growing, where you thriving? Or you was just surviving? All y'all was just surviving. All y'all was talking about, just getting by. When you in a circle, and it might be small, it might only be a couple of people in the beginning. It might not be nobody. All your circle of influence might be digital. It might be via internet. But even with that, let me tell y'all a mind hack, and I'm going to end it on this. Even if your circle of influence is virtual, y'all need to start putting yourselves in the rooms. Because the same way that you are striving to better yourself, put yourself around this type of energy, somebody else, your tribe is too. So the reason that I started cultivating a certain circle, my circle of influence started shifting, started changing, started like stretching my capacity for real. It was because I kept putting myself in the rooms that I desired to be in. I created and cultivated the culture that I wanted around me. You have to be clear. What do you want to experience? It's not about clear about how much money you want to make. It's not about being clear about the type of house or the car that you want to drive, right? It's not about that. It's about the experience. I want to be able to walk in and feel free. I want to feel like I'm at home. I want to feel like I'm in a palace. I want to feel like whatever it is. I want to feel like I'm in a whole nother country. Whatever it is, you got to be clear about it. And then now, go get it. Only be around things that actually are in alignment. Only say yes to things that are actually in alignment. Yes to people that are in alignment with your freedom list, your bliss list, whatever it is. Only say yes to those things. Everything else automatically should get a no. No. That sounds like you about to sign me up on the VIP list for pain and suffering. I don't want it. I don't want it. So, hopefully that helps somebody, that adds value to your life. It gives you a little bit more guiding light, to operate from. We get to choose. Every day that we wake up, every day that we go to bed, we get to choose. It's the beautiful thing about free will. Choose life. Choose joy. Choose bliss. Choose a different road. And then that list that you put together, that's your sick and tired of being sick and tired list, okay? We're going to ball that up and throw it in the trash. Okay, you can burn it. You can do whatever you want to do with it, but eliminate that. That ain't in your life no more. As of today, if you did this assignment, that's not your life no more. You have acknowledged, you have created a contract, you have put it in the universe. That's not my life no more. I don't even know what that says anymore. I don't forget. What's on the list, child? Who on the list? I have immediately forgot. Because now we only looking at our freedom list. We only looking at our joy. Last month, in case you missed it, because some of y'all are new, I always put a screensaver that has things, phrases, whatever, energy, things that remind me of what I want to experience. Things. Same. Make a screensaver that is your vision board. Everything is subconscious in this world. That's how they be getting y'all attention. That's why y'all be feeling like you need to buy the next whatever. It's a consumer-based market. You're going to have to shift your consciousness to being your own producer in your own life. Be a consumer of yourself. Be a consumer of what you are cultivating, what you're curating in your life, the experience that you want to have. Okay? I love you. I love you. I love you. I will let y'all have an amazing Wellness Wednesday. And yeah, don't forget, I started this out talking about the foundation link that's in the bio. There is a link in the bio. It's helping support women who are in transition, who need support. They need our support. It's about to be Mother's Day. I would love for y'all to go on that link. It says Mommy's Donation or something like that. Click the link, find something on their Amazon list, buy something, pay it forward, sacrifice your lunch for a couple of days. Man, eat. Go get you a loaf of bread and some tofurkey or something. I don't know what you eat, right? Make you some sandwiches for a couple of days. Pay it forward for somebody else who is in need. Be a blessing, okay? Be a blessing to someone. All right. Love you guys. Peace. Thank y'all for those of you who are saying what you're saying. I see you. Love you.